Hey, Crypto Growth fam, how's it going? This is your host Shazib signing in. We're back with another video, folks. Stronghold SHX. Who is Tammy Camp really? It's going to be an interesting one, guys, so make sure to watch till the end. And, folks, for those of you who are new to the channel, we primarily discuss utility coins and potential gems. If you're interested in any of that stuff, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notification icon for regular videos. So, folks, let's check this out. This is from Green Knuckles over here. He has written, "This is fantastic," basically from Marco over here, Marco Salesman. Let's check this thread out. It was really interesting, to say the least, because for those that are new to Stronghold, they do not know about the team, and those that do not, those who want to refresh their memories, this thread is for them as well. And there are many people who have followed Stronghold for such a long time, but they do not really know what or who Tammy Camp really is. So look at this. Who is Tammy Camp really? Most only know her as the CEO of Stronghold, a low-cap ISO 20022 token on Stellar. But what if I told you she has ties to the NSA, US military, and possibly the CIA? Now, this is getting interesting, folks, because this indeed was interesting. I saw some of the things that I didn't really know beforehand. So this is a really good deep dive. The official story, folks. Tammy Camp is the founder of Stronghold, a digital payments platform built on Stellar. Her mission: provide enterprise-grade access to stablecoins and tokenized assets, but there is much more beneath the surface. Folks, oftentimes we always see something superficially. We see someone as only a founder, or only a co-founder, only a pioneer, but beneath the glaciers, there is so much happening that we do not really know, and we want to know about that. Her background. Now, a background of a person, we oftentimes take it for granted, but the networking that happens due to the background and due to prior experiences. Look at this. Tammy was a fellow at Singularity University, based at the NASA MS Research Center. The program was funded by organizations, and now look at this, like DARPA, and linked to the intelligence agencies like the NSA. Disruptive tech with geopolitical value. Now, oftentimes people say that how can we connect everything, all of this together? Folks, if the program was funded by organizations like DARPA, this automatically means that Tammy has networks with the likes of NSA and DARPA. That is obvious, folks. Even deeper ties. She served as a mentor at the Naval Postgraduate School, a U.S. Department of Defense institution. Now, this school trains the CIA, NSA, and Cyber Command operatives. It does not get any bigger than this. These are the highest levels of networking that any single individual can have in the United States, obviously. And when the time comes, when the time of the deck disruption comes, these are the networks that help pave the way for the project to grow, folks. Why blockchain? Why would someone with deep defense ties jump into digital payments? Simple. The next financial system will run on blockchain, but under strict institutional control. Folks, institutional control will help here, folks. When a certain individual has so much going for it, the networking and everything, these are the stakeholders. These are the organizations that ultimately will make this. Will make the framework for regulations and everything. So this is great, folks. Stronghold is the perfect vehicle built on. Now talk about the tech, folks. Now let's talk about tech. Built on Stellar, fully regulatable, interesting, Designed for CBDCs and stablecoins, CBDCs, regardless of the controversies that it faces, the arguments and the debates it faces, that whether it will be good or not. Some people saying that it will not be good for our privacy and everything. But CBDCs are the future, and the central banks are testing it. We already use the banks. Okay, so these CBDCs are associated with central banks. So these are part of the new system. Basically making the new old system much more efficient, much more responsive. So if we talk about the privacy, we already are using the conventional systems. So we shouldn't, those that are already using it, they shouldn't be as much scared, obviously. ISO 20022 compliant. Now look at this, the partners, IBM, Natcha, Prime Trust, we often have discussed this. Okay, so this isn't a random altcoin, it is an infrastructure basically. So who's really behind Stronghold? Here comes the plot twist. Jed McCaleb, folks. He brought David Schwartz to Ripple, recruited Tammy Camp and John Bennett to Stellar, and likely helped shape Stronghold behind the scenes. We've seen that Jed McCaleb is the official advisor in the Velo ecosystem as well. And Jed McCaleb being so tight with the Stellar, obviously, the Stellar ecosystem, Jed might have something to do with the Stronghold directly or indirectly. Obviously, these are the connections, and I think that it is this way. It gets even deeper, folks. Both Tammy and John were part of Stellar's core team. Tammy, head of growth, John, technical program director, then IBM blockchain lead. Stronghold isn't just built on Stellar, it is Stellar Institutional Edition, folks. Jed McCaleb himself has called Stronghold the cornerstone of Stellar. So if a cornerstone is an integral part of the Stellar ecosystem, basically it is a part of Stellar. It is a part of Stellar, an extension of Stellar that wants to make a name for itself as well. Imagine a vehicle. If it has good tires, that vehicle will do good. So this is that sort of thing, folks. So yeah, who is John Bennett? Co-founder of Stronghold, ex-Stellar, ex-IBM. He was head of global payments at IBM Blockchain, directly involved in the Hyperledger plus Stellar experiments. So John is someone that governments can trust, and he can build systems that are regulated and are compliant. They live up to the standards. SHX as a CBDC testing ground. Stronghold is preparing SHX USD, a stablecoin designed for US banks, regulated financial institutions, government compliant rails. Awesome. The Natcha connection, oftentimes we've shared that Stronghold is a preferential partner or preferred partner of Natcha as well. And Natcha is running the gateways of US finance, as you all know. Stronghold is a member of Natcha, operator of the US ACH network, automated clearinghouse, by the way. This gives SHX a direct bridge into legacy banking infrastructure. So, why Stellar? Why choose Stellar? We've oftentimes talked about Stellar as to how big Stellar can be in the long haul, and Stronghold choosing Stellar or vice versa has been one of the best decisions of both of these infrastructures. Stellar was branded as the retail blockchain for years. But with SHX, Lightnet, and others, Stellar is evolving into a regulated cross-border payment rail for banks and institutions, for enterprises, for organizations, for the underserved, for the global south. This is awesome. The working theory, Tammy Camp isn't just a random founder. She's part of a network of deep tech pioneers, US defense insiders, blockchain visionaries, and SHX is their Trojan horse for a compliant digital financial system, folks. I mean, this is awesome. Why nobody talks about this? Everyone's watching the big caps. And oftentimes people take the low caps for granted, that how can a low cap do all of this stuff, folks, and what SHX is doing. SHX is invisible on purpose, micro market cap, almost no centralized exchanges listings, zero hype marketing, yet serious use case, powerful partnerships, government connections. And this can all flourish in the very long haul, as SHX proves to be that dark horse of finance. Institutions transact via Stellar, stablecoins issued via SHX, payments processing via IBM Tech, settlement via NACHA and US banking rails, a fully compliant tokenized future. So, is Tammy an agent or an architect? The real question is Tammy a deep state operative or simply one of the smartest fintech minds of our time? Maybe both. So this is who Tammy Camp is, really, folks. So this has been an awesome read. Let me share with you this Captain X's video over here that I saw. A time lock escrow is good for Stronghold. Let's check some technical stuff as well. SHX, because it builds trust and stability, manages token supply responsibly, encourages long-term growth and commitment, aligns incentives between team, partners, and community. So let's check this video out from Captain X.
Hello guys, it's Captain X here, and welcome to another video on the escrow. Finally, and now we can look into what I mean that I have missed. If we look at my post, I meant these 24 more operations in this transaction. So if we look at another post I made, I said there are 10 accounts, but I'm wrong. I already posted about it. These are the 2 accounts. Okay, if we look at these 2 accounts, we have on the right side the escrow pubnet test supply account. I named it like that because I don't know what I should call it. And on the left side we have the new escrow supply account. So let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom of both accounts. So I basically think that this account on the left side will be the same as the account on the right side from the pubnet test. So if we open this, we see 31 accounts in total, and we got another transaction with also 29 created accounts. So that means in total we have 60 accounts created by this supply account. So if we look at the pubnet test account, then we have 11 accounts in total created. I don't know why it's 11. I will make research on that. But in the end we had 10 accounts invoking the pubnet test escrow with later 1 mil per account. So what I mean by that, by these in total 60 accounts, Sean Bennett said that it will be definitely more than 10 billion SHX that are going to be locked up. So my guess was that every single account will lock away 1 billion. So in total we would have 60 billion locked up on the escrow. I mean, if we look in generally on the transaction and what happened here on this account and this account on the pubnet, we can basically say it's the same, because let's compare it. We have the account created, I call them sub-accounts. If we scroll up, we have the established trust lines created for these accounts. This means that the accounts are ready to receive the tokens or to hold them for a very short time until they are getting locked away on the escrow. But yeah, and we can open the operations in the transactions, and there you can see the trust line established for every single account. It's always 10 accounts. If we then scroll up again, we can see that the accounts are starting to get signed. That means multi-signature. Sean once mentioned it in a post where he said that the escrow will have multi-signature security. When we click on one account, then we can see it here. For account signers, that means all these accounts listed there have to accept the transaction when this account is doing a transaction. So yeah, it's basically a better of a security. Back at the supply account, we can see that after all these updated account options, account signers, etc., the home domain was set for every account. Nothing really special. And then we come to the thresholds that were set, but I think I won't talk about that right now because it's a bit technically and we don't have that much time, to be honest. Yeah, let's go on. And we can see as this comes to an end, or what means to an end, but we have the thresholds set, we have the updated account options with a master key set weight to 0 and added account signers. We received the SHX on the partner test. The thresholds were set, the domains were set, the security is set with the multi-signature, and what I think it's ready to go. Like, if we click on that account and go to the contract, okay, everything is fine. We go to the contract, yeah, that's the escrow, and everything is ready for the SHX tokens to be locked up here. So far, so good. I hope you could follow me through that, and I will talk about multi-signature and thresholds, etc. in my future posts, I think.
So folks, what do you guys think about Stronghold SHX as the new financial system? I would really like your opinions. Do hit the comment box below and let the community know. Anyways, guys, this was it for the video. If you liked it, make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification icon if you're interested in utility coins and potential gems. And you can also support the channel by checking out Decent and its discounts, as well as Patreon by following the links in the description box below. Until next time, stay blessed and stay tuned. Thank you very much, everyone.